That's free. Free, I have no idea what to shop for. Birthday spot. Christmas is fine. But as long as they're healthy, 2 arms, 2 legs, that's all that matters, right? So.
That's it, mate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Randy hat.
It's work, lad, isn't it?
Thanks for the gifted sub. I don't
You
think
say
I've
that
seen a
like...
gifted.
So it's all stressful, all this hard work, isn't it?
I thought you said it's a good job your balls work.
They do. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think I was told a few of you that we're looking on YouTube for home DIY vasectomy things to do while you're at home. You know, getting a bit out of order right now. Finish the God of War. Yeah, I love all the Greek goddesses and the mythology and stuff like that.
Boys for your right ball and girls for your left ball, and just hold one of your balls so it's a guarantee to be a lad.
My daughter Zeus. Congratulations, Lorna.
For the next time she gets pregnant.
I'm kind of watching Le Mans. I'm watching a Toyota, I think. But it's live on board. It's crazy, but there's a lot of Japanese people in there, so I don't understand the thing. But racing is universal. Justin, are you with us, buddy?
There.
Okay, so what I would like you to do is the same thing, pretty much word for word at Donny, and just throw in a few more brokers if you can for me, and we'll get the driver briefing underway. We've got 4 minutes of this one, so before we get into qualifying and into the race, and I appreciate every single one of you joining us. If you joined us late for the gender reveal, we're having a girl. Ivy, Aurora, Jasmine. Marie might be thrown in there too, but it depends how Justin does his driver briefing. So Justin, take the driver briefing away, my friend.
Ja, so, hallo an euch alle. Mal wieder nur ein paar kleine Worte, auch wieder mal in Deutsch von mir. Eigentlich dasselbe wie beim letzten Mal. Schaut einfach an der Quali, dass ihr euch wieder mal jetzt nicht gegenseitig behindert. Auch diese Strecke ist groß genug, größer als die jetzt letztens, Donington. Hat einfach, wie gesagt, ein bisschen Abstand. Und wenn ihr jemanden auf einer schnellen Runde seht, dann macht einfach ein bisschen Platz. Ist nicht zu viel erwartet. Bleibt nicht auf der Strecke stehen. Schaut auch auf die Strecke, bevor ihr die Box verlasst. Die ist ein bisschen länger, zwar wie in Donington, aber dennoch nicht viel Platz, um lange überlegen zu können. In 20 Minuten hat jeder die Zeit, natürlich seine schnelle Runde zu setzen. Das sollte eigentlich mehr als genug sein. Schaut einfach, dass ihr eine gute, schnelle Runde platzieren könnt und nicht zu viel Traffic verursacht, damit jeder die gleiche Chance hat, wie ihr sie habt bei einer freien Runde. Die Boxengasse, die Einfahrt ist rechts auf dieser Seite in diesem Rennen, auf der Strecke. Ist aber ein bisschen mit mehr Laufplatz. Lasst einfach, wenn ihr die Schikane verlässt, bleibt einfach weiter rechts. Dann könnt ihr euch rechts halten. Dann sieht eigentlich jeder, dass ihr rechts in die Box rein wollt. Wenn ihr wollt, könnt ihr einen Blinker setzen. Könnt ihr helfen, müsst ihr nicht.
I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Justin, for that one. I'll let you finish off though.
No, I wasn't finished. It was just a qualifying.
No. Yeah, you do you. You go for it, my friend.
Alright. So, im Rennen, wie gewohnt, Kurve 1, lasst euch selber Platz. Wir haben ein bisschen mehr Platz wie in Donington. Aber 4 Autos nebeneinander gehen nicht. 3 Autos sind schon schwer. Guckt einfach, dass ihr euch nicht abdrängt, dass ihr euch genügend Platz lässt. Lieber mal einmal zu viel zurückstecken, als einmal zu viel ins Gras oder ins Kies zu beißen. Das setzt euch weit zurück. Verlangsamt euch ziemlich schwer, deswegen schaut da einfach nach. Solltet ihr wieder Durchfahrtsstrafen erhalten, durch Track-Cuts, die hier häufiger kommen können, werden diese wie gewohnt durch Zeitstrafen ersetzt. Achtet einfach bei der Einfahrt der Box, wie gesagt, dass ihr weit rechts bleibt. Und ansonsten wünsche ich euch viel Erfolg, viel Spaß und gutes Rennen.
I'm guarantee you, I'm gonna have to rewatch the stream, translate German to English, right, and find out what he actually said for the last half of that, because it was 4 times as long as Donington, right? That was. I said word for word Donington, but you know it's Suzuka. Maybe throw in the word Suzuka here and there. And there wasn't a little bit of Andrew Brooker being thrown into that driver brief in there, but I guarantee you, that guy said some stuff racing related into the stream there. I 100%. You know, after a minute, I was like, "This isn't the same Donny driver briefing. There's no way this is." And he's gone on. I'm going to translate that one way or the other. I've got German friends too. Justin. But thank you ever so much for the elegant German briefing. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, no problems. Always a
With
pleasure.
that said, I will add some brief driver briefings just to tidy up what on Justin was saying there. Basically, it's when we get into qualifying, try not impede a driver that is on a lap. If you're on a blue lap, essentially, your blue dot, don't get in the way of drivers that are on a lap. Coming up to the end of Casino Triangle, coming onto the last corner, basically, on the first lap, just expect a bit of a gridlock with cars trying to find space. Just try and get on the brakes and find your own room into the last curve. Qualifying's pretty much exemplary though. Getting to the race, it's more the same. What I will stress is on this formation lap, it's a long one, and the tyre pressures do start to go down. The tyres do start to go blue. So on the formation lap, try and put some heat into your tyres. Hold them brakes, even if the discs are kind of glowing red. Don't worry too much about it because you do not want to go in that first corner with the tyres completely under pressure. You run the risk of getting a puncture, slow puncture, or even worse, a blowout. Or, on top of that, taking somebody out going into that corner. Anyway, with that said too, we don't expect any free wide going into turn 1, turn 2, around that sector. You can go too wide, but it requires two people with experience kind of racing in that respective. So just don't push it. We've got an hour race with a pit stop coming up to and that is it as far as the driver briefing goes. On top of that, obviously, if you're there, we are got a little girl on the way. We've got Emily Hughes in the chat who was with us today. Appreciate that. Didn't even know what to say, so improvise. God only knows what you did say. Connection well, German efficiency in the briefing is absolutely. All I got was Nitch and Eins. Well, you should know more than me. A lot of congratulations to Lorna in the chat. Loved it, brother. I'll just put my Yorkshire twist on it. We're looking at Hamza Moreno now. Just finishing up his lap. This is free practice. This is getting done with. Hamza Moreno currently with 5 points in the championship and is carrying minus 13 ballast tonight as well. So he's probably got the least amount of ballast than most people out on track. All right, that is essentially free practice out the way with. We'll head on into a qualifying session, 20 minutes, where the drivers will try and set the fastest lap humanly possible to be as far at the front of the grid, to giving themselves the best shot of winning this race. All right, into qualifying, and who's the first one out the block? Good luck to you all very, very much. I'm going to join a different chat so I don't do all your heads in while I'm doing the live comms. I don't want to talk over you while you're in the middle of an apex and the rest of it, so I'll just jump out and jump into YouTube comms.
Right, boys?
Right, lads, I'm going to jump out and I'll join back in after.
Good luck, guys.
Go on, mate.
Ah, crazy. I didn't even know what to say.
Oh, no, bro.
I got
Pretty pro.
I got a little sheet for Donington where he said what I should say, what I should mention, what they have to look about, and just translate it to German, but for now I got nothing. I just got home 5 minutes ago.
You're fine, mate. Come on.
Oof, I'm on the upper limit.
David Starr. There's a good lad, spotting the Run DJC logo. Where's he coming through Dunlop now into the first deck now? The D-Man Star. Don't call for a good time or a long time, but call 077 800. No, I'm only joking. David Starr out of this one, unfortunately. The man from Sunny Scunny. He assures me he is a professional camera fitter. No, this is Racky's nephew, I believe. It's good to see him out. Hopefully he can finish this one. But yeah, David Starr, 39-year-old driver for Scunthorpe, England. I will not digress his hobbies because he's a sick individual. But we love him. And that's the main thing, really. See what Mr. Eynard can do. Also hailing from the Netherlands, we've got another Flying Dutchman essentially in these. These are the last laps from the boys. Oh, Belchet, P4. So Brooker's definitely got this one, unless Brown actually improves. Let's see what Eynard can do on his lap. I do want to try and catch up. Where is Brown on his lap? Come on, show me the car. I apologise. There he is. The only man that can really hassle Brooker at the minute for P1 of this race is the Longs Mile Racing Pink Aston Martin V8. He must be on a good light. He's still going as he exits Casio Triangle. Proud the last curve now. He needs to find just under 0.3 of a second to be challenging for the front row of this grid. Andrew Brooker on a 58.9. That's flying, brother. Well done. And it did knock off a 10th, but that looks like it's going to be there. I think we've got Nord in the background now. I'm just going to keep an eye on his sector. It was 5.2. He crossed over. And I think that's it. 5.3 for him. Okay. Right, into the pit lane. And that'll do it for qualifying for round 5 of the Suzuka. We're now into the race between these boys. It's going to be Andrew Brooker that leads this one away, man. The dude flying through qualifying. Super impressive, man. Congratulations. My livery don't work. Damn. I think...
Seconds. Single file.
Can't drive through. Fuck.
How far were you from Jamie?
Yellow flag is sector 1.
Yes, you got the time penalty, the disqualification.
Yeah, I missed the braking in the pit lane and it
Yeah,
didn't give me a drive through, it gave me an act.
did you got how far away were you from Jamie?
Miles, I was in third, mate.
Ah, all right, all right.
I was in third when I went into the pits.
I got into the pits and I completely forgot that I had the ignition on manual. And I waited and waited and waited and waited for the motors coming off, and I just realized, oh shit, I had to do it myself.
Are you still in the race?
Yeah, here in the race. 11th.
Seven seconds in front of me.
I see.
box. We have to repair the car. The penalty is now clear. Box is flat. We have to repair the car.
No, I'm completely fucked.
Was it that lad trying to get past you?
I lost control and he couldn't stop, so it's a racing incident. But it completely fucked me.
Unlucky fella. Well, that nice little dummy ass in you.
I was completely scared in how you got into T1.
Oh, you braked far too early onto turn 1.
I cannot
Yeah,
brake.
wow.
I cannot brake later. I can't.
Yeah, hit myself twice. I nearly rear-ended you twice.
Yeah.
And into the chicane as well.
Yeah. I can't get it any better later because yeah, it's not possible with the controller.
You're going down to third or second?
Nah, no way. There's really no way.
Just past the road on the left-hand side, I start braking.
For real.
Yeah.
The later I brake, the more the fronts are locking, and I can't.
Right, okay.
And I
Yeah,
can't
I've got
steer into the
HS3.
corner. It's like the last chicane. I tried to do it later, but you have to steer a little bit for the braking point there. And when I'm doing this with the braking point, I just completely send it over.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Ah, forgot to.
Come on, go, go.
I forgot to repair. Ah, it's gone anyway. Oh, fuck me.
Beat 2 of the race, Mateus with the fastest lap of this race, coming into Spoon now. Cheers to you, Gassex, my friend. Mad Max himself, from console to PC. What a drive there from the 720S driver. This is going to have to go defensive here as coming at the back straight. Into 130R. Nowhere to go. Briz has covered that off beautifully. Epic commentary. I appreciate it, brother. There's a lot of notes that go into it. Into what is Casillas. Okay. This championship is brought to you in partnership with the JR Server and in partnership with the BP Tuning. The one-stop shop for all your setup needs pro sport setups for Assetto Corsa Competizione, Le Mans Ultimate. Visit bptuning.net and check out the website. Links are all in the description. Mateus in the draft now coming in. I tell you what. That Aston just about saving it with its straight line speed into the first curve.
I just looked at the replay. He tried to pass me the inside where was no space.
We've gathered some of the very best sim racers in our community for your viewing pleasure to showcase their skills in what will be and has been a 1 hour packed race. With 2 minutes left of this one to go, there's maybe another lap. I do want to quickly add a massive thank you to all the drivers on track tonight and every one of you from around the world, wherever you may be. Appreciate you jumping in, appreciate you supporting you. This series is made possible by everybody, all the drivers that joined us in the JR server, and look at this, it's heating up. Week in, week out. Appreciate every single one of you, especially mention to all the admin team that make these things run smoothly. Into the hairpin now. The last thing I want to do is miss. We've got a minute to go. I think we're going to have another lap of this race. I'm almost sure of it. The sun is properly set now here at Suzuka. Round 200 out. He's doing a fantastic job holding off Mateus behind. Big respect to Rory in the Lamborghini Evolution for allowing this fight to continue. Will Mateus get a good drive out of here? It's more of the same, Robin. It's a draft battle at this point, right? We've got to get the exit of 130 right. Mateus having to drop down a little bit, very wide through there. Briscoe's defensive. One more lap of this race, I'm sure of it. There you go. Oh, Michael Messi in the background telling me information I already knew. Here we go. It'll be a draft battle here. Briscoe super defensive, super early down the back straight now. This is the last lap. This is the last chance to run around this sub-2-minute lap that we're going to do with Suzuka. Into the first curve. Into the second curve. A lot of trail braking involved here. Onto the power nice and early. Oh, Briscoe's getting a wiggle on there. Is it going to be enough though? Into what is known as the S curve here. Mateus all over him. A slight bit of the brakes there. Sparks thrown up by the Aston Martin in front as we enter into what is known as the bank curve. This right-hander now. The 720S having his way with the Aston at the minute into the Dunlop curve. The Aston's definitely got the straight line speed. Nowhere for the 720S driver and the LSD to go at the minute. As we head on up into the run to the first decades. Just doing everything to try and get out of the draft. And to not give the LSD driver Mateus any advantage. Into the second deck now. Briscoe's one wide. Briscoe's one really... Oh, it's a touch between both the drivers. That is not what we want to see. And Mateus definitely, I think, coming off worst off that battle, he's going to peter out, unfortunately, for the pair of them. A bit of give and take between the boys. That's an unfortunate way to kind of end this one. Zeman, however, let me just see very quickly. He's got the fights of Hansa in front. So we'll see how that one progresses. I do want to quickly go on board with our race leader, who's been flawless. Set a 158 in qualifying. Absolutely flying. I know that's his personal best. Into 130, and I don't want to count my chickens quite yet until the house. He's not had too much TV coverage tonight because he's just been on it the entire time. Through the final cut, well, the final shit. Through Castillo Triangle now, the 992 driver, our championship leader, Andrew Brooker, the pride of the south of England, is coming around the last curve and he's going to bring over a victory in Suzuka, one of his favourite tracks, well deserved. And what an absolute flawless drive from the man from the south of England. Well done to Andrew Brooker, blood, sweat and gears, number 13 driver, wrecking across the line too. Alan Brown is going to hold on to P2. Bit of argy-bargy coming out that second Degner. I think there's too much in between the two of them that both drove fantastically. Alan Brown takes on P2 and hopefully a flash of lights too. Mateus in the background there too as well. I'm glad that he's in high spirits. Well done to the LSD driver who came from literally the back of the grid. Well done to Alan Brown and Belshot. They're going to round off your podium spots tonight. Where is Moreno in his list? Does he hold on? He's been hassled, man, by Zeman. And Dirk, look at this. P4, 5 and 6, providing to get around this corner. Zeman, I think, hit the curve on the inside. Oh no, he's gone for Dona. Is Dirk gonna take it? Oh yes he is. Oh my god. That is not a place to come off. Well done to Connect String. Well done to Hamza. Well done to Dirk as well. That's not what we wanted to see. Liam Backer comes across the line in P6 there too. Well done to Liam. I know he's going to be maybe disappointed with that one. Well done to Zeman eventually. That was the end. That was quite the end there, Mr. Zeman. That was a Godfordona moment out that last corner. Dean Volkin coming to this one a bit late. Has a 5-second penalty.
Across the line.
I think D-Star's going to have the position on track, but well done to Dean Volkin, number 69, who comes across the line. And well done to David Starr in the Rundy JC livery 720 Astra, brother. We have some burnouts, which we'll love to see. And I believe that's Jamie Quinton who's going to hold on to a top 10.
Go, go, go.
That's our grid, ladies and gentlemen. See if we can get some burnouts by some of the drivers. Andrew Brooker there, celebrating his victory. It's crazy, man. What a race from him. Well done to Belichick too. Well done to Alan Brown. These boys deserve a lot of credit. They ran a fantastic race. They've supported this series from back to front. Fantastic race from all of the boys. What we'll do is, as a community, we'll go into the live comms, into the lobby, and we'll see if we can get some words with the drivers and see how it went from their perspective. But honest to God. Hello. What a race that was from the commentator's perspective. It was that was a super fun one to call. Who have we got in here at the minute? We've got just in the Ministry of Defence, which I think is probably a good idea to start with you for just a second there, Justin. It looked like for the first half of that race, again, I've experienced racing with you. You had the elbows out there with the likes of Starr. I forget who else it was now. I think Jamie as well. There was a very tight battle on in the first half of that race. How was it for you, Justin, in the first half at least?
The first half was great. The second half was great. Also was a bit alone until Dave and Meiji got onto me. Last one got contact with me, so I spun out and completely crashed my race and
I saw the damage on the
yeah,
992. I think it was out of deck number 2, right? Well, that's where I saw the most amount of damage. But the battle you had with Jamie, and I think David
it
Starr
was
towards
Liam, I think Liam or
was it
Jamie.
Liam? No, I'm almost sure it was Jamie that you were battling with.
All
And
right.
listen, coming down the start-finish straight, I don't think you could have squished Jamie any more than you did. You're living up to your name as the German Minister of Defence there. It looked like they had a bit more speed on you, but just
They
found it
had.
difficult in the end to make it around you that way.
I
But yeah,
I
it
had
looked
it
like you.
easy. I had it easy because because I got more grip on the exit. I got more a better exit of the corner, but on the straights they help me all the time. I need to defend it, but
Yeah, well, what I was saying is you definitely had your elbows out there with some defending that was it was strong, hard defending, and yeah. With that said, Liam, I didn't know that you got hit right. I saw that you had a moment coming out of turn 1. I thought that was
yeah,
just being on the power
David had some
a
fun with
little
me
early.
too, though.
Oh, that's good to hear. Who else we got in the like it? Ah, here we go. Andrew Brooker, the king and pride of the south of England. Let me just start with qualifying. And I always call you a sandbagging son of a gun. Where did that lap come from? Where did that come from?
Come on.
But you didn't beat your PB. You slapped it round the face and turned it on its head. That was such a quick lap, man. That was a 58.9, was it? Something.
Yeah, man. Oh my god, I don't know. Like, as you know, normally throughout the week I progress slowly. This week, nothing's been happening. And then today,
Right. Yeah.
I just thought, let's try something in quality and let's take some fuel out. And we'll see what happens.
That was a PB, right?
We'll do 2 stints and see what happens. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I beat it by 4 tenths, I think.
4 tenths is a massive,
Yeah.
massive improvement. I mean, when we did ISDA and stuff like that, I think my quickest was a 58.8. And to watch that lap, I was watching you and Briz through qualifying, kind of trading a little bit, and Briz would get.
Yeah, Alan, where did that lap come from, man? Jesus.
Yeah, during the week, Alan was telling us that he's never gone under 2 minutes before, and then he comes into this lobby for some reason. He's literally low 59s and challenging the Brooker. But that quali lap, man, I'm so proud that you got that lap out of you. You're one that we watch through the week with your amount of practice, and you sit there with the sandbags going, "Oh, I'm not happy with this setup. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I made to change something." You got into the race, you got into qualifying, and you did it where it mattered to start, right at the front row of the grid, and the start point. It looked like that Aston just couldn't live with you off the start.
Oh, thank God, because I mean, he nearly got ahead. Well, he did get ahead, didn't he? So,
I think lap number 2, coming on to lap 2, you were side by side into turn 1, and you obviously had the outside, which hit you on the marbles, which is weird, right? Because when I race you, you push me left hand side. You don't let me have the right hand side. So, you know what it is. You just race me differently, dear.
I just thought Alan. I wasn't sure if Alan was going to send it on the inside or not, and then by the time I realised, I thought, all right.
But it didn't take you too long to end up in front of him. And from there, I was watching the lap times, and it was holding from around 2 seconds. And then all of a sudden, it got to about 5. And then we got into the pit stops, and there was a gap of around think it was like 14 seconds to Brent. You must have found a groove.
11 seconds, I think it was.
Yeah, it was something. It was something of that sector towards the end, and after you'd taken the pit stop and you had that gap. I told the chat and told the stream, maybe you were just managing that gap and not pushing as much as you were. You were just like, I don't know, just managing. Was you managing the race, or was you actually just pushing every lap?
After the stop, I was kind of managing it. I knew Alan had the hard work to do. All I had to do was keep doing sensible lap times, and he had the hard work to do, and that meant he could make a mistake more likely than I was.
It got super tense there at the end for the likes of Alan Brown because he had Matthias
I could
Walsh, the
see it,
LSD
yeah.
driver. It was closing him down, and I saw it at 13 minutes. I was like, this is going to be a battle on for P2 here. And then with the last like 5 minutes, these guys are side by side. And I'm saying this has got championship implications, this has, because, P2 and Pre, it's not a lot of points, but it's definitely a few points, And Matthias gave it absolutely everything. So, yeah, hats off to Briz, but more importantly, hats off for you, not only for winning the race, but honestly, I knew you would do well here for someone that raced you, but I think more importantly for me personally, your qualifying performance was it was out of this world, man. You should be very proud of that, Brooker.
Thanks, man. I think that's my best performance at Suzuka. Yeah, that qualifying was the most important thing, I think, really. And yeah, had a great battle with Alan. I'm looking forward to watching Andy's battle with the LSD dude.
Yeah, Matthias, man. Listen, Brooker, thank you so much again for being one of the true sports and coming in and practicing all week. And I'm never going to listen to you again when you tell me the car's not in the right place, because you could have rivaled anybody tonight at Suzuka with that qualifying performance. Well done, my friend, and well deserved victory as well, Brooker. Congratulations.
Thank you, Junior. Thank you, everyone. Nice one, guys. I'll catch you there.
Take care, brother. All right, next up in the chat, I think we have Hamza Marina, right?
Hello, hello.
Hello, my friend. Well, what result that was?
Oh, I've been waiting for this since the start of the championship. Had a bad few races at the beginning. P13, P14, I think, and this was a really big surprise. I mean, I started practicing at the beginning of the week because I haven't driven Suzuka.
Okay.
In a lot of times, so I had to get the practice in, get ready for the Saturday and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result.
You should be. It looked like that practice has actually paid off, because even I was saying, I think tonight you were carrying maybe minus 13 ballast, but that's not to take anything away from that performance that you had there. To be up in P4, to be battling with the likes of those guys, it was so great to see your Ferrari up the sharp end of the field. And honest to God, towards the end of the lap as well, with the sun going off, did you find that the pressures and the tires were slightly going off? Or
I found the car slipping a bit more than it was at the start of the race.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of big moments actually before after the big straight after 130R.
Okay.
Really tough save and stuff, but it all went well in the end. So
listen, you had an absolute fantastic race, and you have a bit of support in the chat of Let's Go's Hamza from Jabzan, who is watching on the YouTube channel as well. So you have a bit of support in there, and
thanks.
People looking out for you there. Well done, Mr. Moreno, man. Well done for with what was an absolute fantastic result tonight. Well done, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Moving on, I think we have the likes of D-Star. D-Star, are you there, my friend?
I am.
The man from Sunny Scunny. Can you tell us what the first half of the race was like from your perspective? More, I think, coming up on the back of battling with, say, the German Minister of Defence.
Well, to be fair, the first half of the race, I started off 10th and I worked my way up to 4th. So just before my pits, just before the half-hour mark, I went into the pits and sped in it and got disqualified. So that was ace. So I spent 10-15 seconds just sat waiting for you to clear it, and then on my way. And then I came out the pits and I was 7 seconds behind Justin. So I got my head down for the rest of the race and caught him up and did his usual defending, but managed to get past him into, I think, finishing 8th position, I think, after that.
Yeah, you were one of the lucky ones that managed to get past him. And a few of the other guys, he had their elbows out extra bloody deep there. But yeah, you kind of know what you're getting, don't you, when you're coming up onto Justin? Even if you know you've got that extra bit of speed, you really need to try and send it somewhere.
I know, and you have to be so careful because he is a good driver, but some of his braking markers, because he's on a controller, are miles out.
Yeah,
especially into turn one.
Oh, really?
He's miles behind. Turn one braking.
I can't go. I already told it to him. We spoke in the race. I can't go later. I just can't. I'm locking the fronts and I'm just going straight ahead. It's not possible for me.
Justin made a video in the week, a highlight that was, and it was me behind him, literally having to swerve off the track at turn one.
Yes.
I said he brake checked me, but apparently that's where he does brake, according to David.
No, I mean, I nearly reloaded him twice there, so yeah, he does brake a little and into the chicane, but the McLaren I use, his brakes are really good into the hairpins, so but I managed to get past him anyway up through the S's.
Where did you end up finishing? Sorry, it's been a long race from my perspective, but where did you end up finishing, Dave?
I think 8th. I think.
So that's still some good bloody points on the board as well, and again,
not too bad.
It's weird, right? Because I saw you the entire week practicing in, say, the BMW.
Yeah, I was doing. I think I started off the week in the 2-minute 4s, 2-minute 5s, then jumped into the Beamer, got down to the 2.2s, and then I went straight back to the McLaren, and I was into the 1.8s. So I thought, I'm going to stick
fair
with
enough.
this.
Yeah, maybe
Carry on. I managed to get into the 2-minute deads. But,
oh, really?
Yeah. Just sneaked under the 201 for a lap. But yeah, I was riding with Liam quite a lot. Jamie,
Yeah, I've watched Liam and Jamie. Obviously, we've seen them, during the week, and that Liam's lap time down have come down dramatically from what he started off with.
We kind of got caught out a little bit with Penrose coming out the pits.
Right.
And he ended up spinning a little bit, and that helped me into fourth light. But yeah, I just got disqualified. Otherwise, I think I'd have been
a little higher up. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I caught the DSQ there, I did try and get back into drive and go back into and do it, mate. So I apologise for costing you 15 seconds, mate. But obviously, with the amount of Jack Daniels I drunk, you're lucky it wasn't more.
I didn't know the etiquette because I could have done it myself when I realised 5 seconds in. But I didn't know the etiquette, so I didn't bother.
Well, if it's there, in future, definitely get rid of it. But yeah, was it Penrose that Liam had an accident with, or was it?
Into the first corner, Penrose came out the pits, and I was basically nearly behind Liam, and I think there was another driver involved as well. And it just got all a bit squirrely into the first couple of corners, and Liam
I missed that. I just saw, I think, Liam on the exit of turn one, essentially. Well, the second right-hander of turn one. I thought he just got loose and turned around. I didn't realise there was contact there.
No, I think there was contact with Penrose. I'm sure there was.
Yeah, I think Liam was saying in the chat that there was some contact. But nevertheless, the man from Sunny Scunny, another good performance, I guess, without the DSQ there as well. There probably could have been a few more positions in it for yourself. So
yeah, definitely, I enjoyed it. It was a good track actually, Suzuka. I like it.
It's not bad when you get the hang out of it. But a big thank you, David, for being a part of the team, being a part of the admin team, and again joining us tonight as well. Thank you, my friend, and I'm glad that you kind of enjoyed it at the end.
Yeah, no, it was good. Thank you.
Perfect. Back on to maybe Ritual Horse. Are you with us, Rory?
Good evening.
The 2-1-1. Have we had much rest for this one? We're not on a double shift and having to come in.
Yeah, double before I came on. Yeah.
How did you really, Jesus? How did you find Suzuka? How was your race?
Yeah, I was enjoying the track. Had a few squiffy moments. Yeah, once coming out of the pit. Sorry to I clipped. Try to keep over for a load of people coming up on the blue flag.
Right.
Feel bad about that.
Well, you try to do your best. I know how that is, especially when the more experience you get, the more adverse you'll come to that kind of thing. But how did you find Suzuka as a track to, bite your teeth into?
Yeah, I was getting really happy with it. I was coming out to the official track time, not to you guys' track times, but had some good fun with Kinetic. That was a good laugh trying to get past him.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, and I know every time we talk to each other, you've had a double shift, and I know that you're a dementia support worker as well, Rory.
Yeah, man.
So all of our hats go off to you, my friend, because there's not an easy job to go to. It's not something that absolutely everybody wants to go into kind of that field, and much respect to you. I'm glad that whatever happened tonight, you had a good fight, even with our Kinetic, the man from South Yorkshire. Appreciate you being with us, Rory, my friend, and do say hello to the wife, whatever soap she's watching in the background as well, my friend.
Chicago Fire tonight.
Oh, Chicago, fire on the good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, my friend. Thank you, Rory, for being a part of it, my dude. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Cheers, man. Pleasure.
All right, we're moving on to someone we haven't spoke to in the JR server before because he hasn't had his mic sorted. But Mr. Connect Stringwell, are you there? The man from South Yorkshire, no less. I did turn his mic up. I hope he's there. Is Mr. Devil Reject, the number 666. We were just hearing from Rory there that you were having some good fighting. Is your mic on, my friend? Because we can't hear it within the Discord. I'll try to turn you up. It might be muted. I might just be listening. I'm not sure, but we're not getting anything from Kinetic at the minute, so we'll move on shortly. Is that Jamie in the chat at all? I'm not sure. It's got to be. Jamie, I was just saying there, like, I didn't see what happened to Liam through the exit of turn 1, which essentially is curve number 2. But I think when I watched you, I was on board with you, I think, or we were on the TV cameras. You had a moment out of turn 1. Was that on the power? Was that acceleration out of turn 1?
No, it was Justin taking me out. That's what it was.
Oh, I tell you what, when I was
Wasn't
talking to
me.
Justin just before, I said that was quite some defending coming it down into turn 1 itself. I mean, I don't think he could have come any further right. There was just about a car's width there.
I have to check that.
They're definitely squeezing you into turn 1. There was some overzealous defending, I think, there from Justin. You know, room can be given from both cars. But was there some contact on the exit of turn 1?
A little bit. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, he took me out and stuff like that. I think it was a little bit of me understeering.
Right.
The power, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered.
Yeah. Well, I just thought essentially it was the power, and I was telling the ladies
Wait,
and gentlemen
when shall it be?
Say again?
But Liam, when? At which time?
We're
Oh,
talking. I was
Jamie,
telling you we were battling with Jamie.
But it had to overtake it into turn 1.
Turn 1, let me...
It's fine. We've got all the interactive. It's all right. We're interviewing.
Yeah, do me a favour, save that replay because I do want to have a look at it afterwards.
I maybe. Hopefully one of the boys got it because I think I forgot to get it.
I got
I'll
it.
tell you what, I've got. Good. But with that said, anyway, Jamie, I know after that initial thing out of turn 1, which I think happened the same with Liam under different circumstances. I was just saying to the people at home and people on the stream how much of this week I don't think you've been enjoying the balance of the car, and you've really just been managing, you know, the car, just nursing the car around this track. You've never really had that bloody feeling of being able to chuck it around like a lot of the other drivers do. So the hats go off to you for not, you know, being fully at one with the car around this track. I was saying that it would have been so much easier after a spin like that, regardless of whatever happened, to, you know, pack up tools and, you know, put it into the pit lane or what, but you kept on going. You kept there, and I'm almost sure you were in P10, or maybe quite near P10 at the end of this race.
I think I ended up finishing P10, and I very nearly, you know, if Liam was here, he'd attest to this, I very nearly didn't race tonight.
Right.
Because I really wasn't enjoying it, but, you know, Liam spoke some sense into me